Hi Cancers, and welcome to your monthly reading for July 2019. I'm the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So I've already shuffled and displayed your cards for you just for time's sake. And so the three cards that came out for the month of July for you guys were the Empress card, the Moon card, and the Five of Swords. And then I just asked for more clarity on each card. So in clarity of the Empress card, you have the Page of Wands. In clarity of the Moon card, you have the Fool card. In clarity of the Five of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, Cancers, I can already tell that this is going to be a beautiful reading. And I just want to tell you guys right away that I am so proud of you guys because I see that you have turned a very heartbreaking and unfortunate situation into something beautiful. And it takes a lot of strength, courage, and hope to turn a bad situation into something good. Most people would give up. Most people would allow that bad situation to turn them bitter, to turn them bad. But I'm seeing here that whatever you were struggling with in the past, you have learned from that and use those issues, those problems from your past to help better you. That's absolutely beautiful. I couldn't wait to tell you guys that I'm proud of you because I see that right away in your spread. But let's just get started in your reading. You do have the Empress card clarified by the Page of Wands. Now, these two cards contrast each other, which is why I was confused at the beginning. And I was like, with this Page of Wands, this is trouble entering my Cancer's life. This is trouble. This is an issue. Pages are a form of communication, a message, but I'm seeing that this was a problem that was brought into your life by someone else. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys, most of you guys were actually doing well on your own. You were living your life, minding your business, going about your life. And you were introduced to someone who was up to no good. Someone brought this trouble to you. With this Moon card, you chose to separate yourself from this person, from your love interest. You chose to separate yourself because so much was hidden to you. Whether you were in an official relationship or not, we're just going to call it a connection. You were with someone, whether officially or unofficially, you were with someone, but it felt like you were all by yourself. I'm seeing that there were periods of time where you didn't even know where this person was. You don't know what they were up to. You don't know what they're about. They were just very mysterious. And they intentionally kept these things hidden from you because they wanted to live a double life, basically. They wanted to get the best of both worlds. It's like they wanted to be with you, not genuinely though, to get those benefits from you, but then they also wanted to live a single life as well. So they were not 100% committed. They weren't even 50% committed. That's just what I'm hearing. And so they were not doing things that people typically do in connections, like spending enough time with you, opening up to you, really having serious and insightful conversations with you. Like things that couples do in a connection. They didn't do it because they just wanted the benefits of being with you, and then they would go back and want to enjoy being single. So if you ever felt like you were in this connection by yourself, that is why. With this Fool card here, you found the strength to walk away from this. And that's why I'm so proud of you, because you saw that something wasn't benefiting you. and you chose to walk away instead of being stuck in this situation. I'm even seeing that before you express to this person that you didn't want this anymore, it's like mentally you were already moving on. So mentally you had already moved on before you physically moved on. The thought of moving on was already in your mind before you actually did it. Because next you have this Five of Swords clarified by this Seven of Pentacles. With this Five of Swords, what I'm seeing is you were pushed to actually take action and move away, not just to think about moving on, but you were thinking about moving on, okay? What I'm saying is you were thinking about moving on or the possibility of moving on, but this person did something that just filled your cup and pushed you to actually taking action and moving away from them physically. What they did to push you was this Five of Swords. This person, yes, they hurt you, but they were dealing with someone else and they ended up hurting the both of you. So they hurt both people who they were dealing with, your love interest. So if you have some form of, because this is a general reading, so if you have some form of insight about this person and you know that they were not being committed and that they were putting you in a third party or multiple party situation, when you found out about it, just know that the other woman or the other man found out about it too. And that put an end to this triangle that they were doing. It was a triangle, dealing with you, dealing with other people, wanting to be single, but this person wasn't committed to any of you. So if you know that this person was dealing with someone else, just know that there was no commitment. There was no commitment with you. There was no commitment with them. This person just likes to take and take and take and enjoy life. So this was your breaking point. This pushed you. But notice how here with this Five of Swords, this gentleman here, he's won. He defeated these two people. He hurt these two people. Even though he defeated these two people, he's still carrying these swords. So this is someone who feels no guilt for what they did. They're still living with these traits, with this behavior of being a player and hurting people. They're still the same way. They haven't changed. They don't feel bad for what they did. They're even smirking. And these two people clearly look hurt. I'm even hearing that for some of you, you knew while you were with this person, you knew that there was someone else. You had some sort of feeling. Even if you didn't have concrete proof, you had some sort of feeling. And that made you very defensive towards them while you were with them. With the Seven of Pentacles, what's so incredible about you Cancers is even throughout all of this misfortune, throughout everything that you've been through, you always find a way to recover. Like this Empress card here, how you were introduced to someone came into your life with a lot of trouble, yet internally you still knew your worth. You didn't allow this person to steal away your self-worth. Regardless of what was going on, you were still very smart. You were able to be emotional and logical, and I love that. I appreciate that kind of trait because you need both. You need both your emotions and your logic, because if you're just using your emotions, you wouldn't have had the strength and the reasoning to put your foot down and say, I might like you a lot, but I don't like how you're treating me and I'm leaving. If you were only using your emotions, you would have been like, this person's treating me wrong, let me just stay. You're running by your emotions and you are ignoring the facts, concrete proof that this person is bad for you. What a beautiful trait that is. And even here, when you were pushed, when this was your last straw, this person pushed you, your cups were filled. You moved away from this person. And even after you moved away, I asked for a couple of clarity cards because I was noticing this trend in you where when something goes wrong, you react, you defend yourself, you don't just settle. And I appreciate that in you. You don't settle. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have another clarity card, Page of Pentacles. You were trying to move on and start a beginning somewhere else after this tragedy happened. I'm not saying that you were trying to find a new beginning with a specific person, with another love interest. No, this could be just you walking away and focusing on something else, putting your time, work, and effort into something else. Next, you even have the Eight of Pentacles. You're focusing on something else. You're working on something else, and you will be rewarded. The Eight of Pentacles is abundance and success. And I love that. I can't say this enough. I love how when something doesn't go right, you're able to detect that and you're able to do something about it instead of staying in a situation that you know isn't good for you. You guys said, you know what? This person isn't good for me. They've pushed me. Let me go and work on something else that will bring me some form of abundance. Let me go and try something else. Let me not be stubborn and forceful and trying to make something that I know will not work. Time is precious and you value time. Lastly, you have the Death card. You put an end to it. You put an end to it. Like, I've never seen a reading that was just so beautiful. So beautiful. Like, you guys know your worth. You value yourself. You have a lot of self-discipline because, like I said, if you were just running on emotions and not reasoning, you would have stayed in a situation knowing that it wouldn't benefit you. But with self-discipline, you put aside your feelings. You said, you know what? I may like this person a lot. I may be in love with them. But you were disciplined enough to control your desires, because a lot of times just because you desire something doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. Doesn't mean that it's going to be good for you. You put that aside. You were disciplined enough to put an end to something that you may have really deeply loved, but you knew logically, reasonably that it wasn't good for you. And I respect that. I respect my Cancers. I think this is my first time doing a Cancer reading. I respect you guys. You guys are now one of my favorite signs. Love that about you guys. So, Cancers, you got this. Everything will be okay. You're on the right track. I mean, you've already taken action. You've put an end to something. Just don't be tempted to go back. I know you guys won't be tempted. I mean, you have the Death card. You're done with it. So just continue to move forward. Thank you guys, and you have a great day.